Hey, it's Quadix here, and I am here with the next part. I have school tomorrow, so the uploads are gonna have slow down. Um, get this to 400 likes, and I'll upload the next part tomorrow, I guess, cause I'm getting my sleep tonight. You guys didn't go crazy enough for that. But yeah, I'll upload it at like 5 in the morning, my time. I don't know. I'll upload it at some point. I'll like schedule it for yeah. Comment here any other comments you may have, and let's get into it. Hiruzen had a restless night. The age Hokage's worried increased when Dog and Tiger came back after a search that lasted for hours. They reported that they searched every corner of the village, every possible place where Naruto might be, but found nothing. Hiruzen dismissed them and headed back to his home, turning in for a sleepless and worrisome night. When he got up in the morning, his thoughts was about whether Naruto was alive or not. He immediately got up, shaking off the morning drowsiness like a seasoned veteran. He quickly got dressed and used the body flicker to get to the Hokage's tower. He quickly climbed the stairs that led to his office, intent on resuming the search for Naruto as soon as possible. He froze in his tracks, however, when he saw a familiar orange jumpsuit wearing kid deep in his thoughts, which was not unusual for him. Naruto? He exclamationed. His exclamation was filled with relief and happiness. Naruto looked up, and Hiruzen knew something was wrong when, instead of seeing the usual face-splitting grin, he was greeted with a small smile filled with sadness. Nevertheless, he grabbed the boy into a bear hug, which Naruto did not hesitate to reciprocate. Reciprocate. This is a dumb word. I am searching this up. This is not a real word. Okay, hold up. I lost the word. Give me a second. This, okay. Okay. Oh, it is a real word. What? Respond to a gesture or action by making a corresponding one. Okay, smart ass. No, I'm kidding. Are you okay, Naruto-kun? Where were you last night? The question rushed out like water breaking from a dam. He felt tons lighter than he did last night. Naruto gave him a small smile and said, "Somewhat, Gigi. And as for the second question, I need to talk to you in private." Relieved but his confusion growing, he ushered the boy in his office. Naruto-kun's eyes scanned the office, looking for places where shinobi might be hidden. The Hokage cannot be without bodyguards, after all. The upper four corners of the room, that's where they're hidden, Kurama supplied helpfully. Naruto gave him a nod of thanks and then turned his attention to the aging Hokage. "So, Naruto-kun, what did you want to talk about?" Naruto debated whether to tell the old man to make his Anbu leave, but decided to kill two birds with one stone. "I know who my parents are." That simple statement changed the entire atmosphere of the office. Hiruzen tensed up, and so did the Anbu in the office. To those who were intelligent, it was quite easy to deduce just whose son Naruto Uzumaki was. Fortunately or unfortunately, those were very few. However, Naruto's file itself was classified with no one but only the Hokage had access to it. To find out that Naruto knew something that only the Hokage had the right to know was very unexpected. Hiruzen wasted no time waving hand seals. The Anbu recognized the order to leave them alone. They vanished, and Hiruzen activated the privacy seals in the office. He gave his complete attention to Naruto. And who were they? Naruto was unnerved by the caution in the old man's eyes, but steeled himself and answered, "The Yondaime Hokage and his wife." Hiruzen closed his eyes in acceptance and resignation. He always knew Naruto would find out. He just never expected it to be so soon. He opened them to find himself on the receiving end of Naruto's accusing stare. Why did you pretend you didn't know them, Gigi? Hiruzen barely caught himself from flinching. He gave a sigh. Who told you? Naruto promptly answered back. I figured it out myself. How? The curiosity was killing him. He had to know if someone was out there wielding such dangerous information. Naruto recounted the events of last night. At the end of his explanation, Hiruzen was both relieved and curious. Relieved because he was glad that no one besides Naruto and him knew his parents' identity. Curious because he never knew that Minato had found a way to hide from his peeping ball. Both him and Naruto sat in silence for a while. Naruto was the one to break it first, hurt in his voice. Gigi, why didn't you tell me? Hiruzen responded, wariness coloring his tone. Naruto, you have to understand that your father had many enemies. I could not afford to take the chance that you wouldn't blurt it out accidentally. Anger finally filled Naruto. Do you have any idea how desperate I was for answers? He whispered, but the anger in his voice was clear as the sky. Guilt hit the Hokage with the force of Guy's fist. He could honestly not relate to Naruto's situation. Do you know? Naruto's voice was a bit louder this time. How it broke me to not know the identity of my own parents? He was shouting at the end. I have the right to know the information more than anyone in this village. Tears were freely flowing down Naruto's face by now. Hiruzen himself was shedding tears of his own. Naruto was right in that account. He had a right to know who the people were who brought him into this world, more so than anyone else. But as the Hokage, his decision had to be logical. Sentiment could not be offered by someone of his position. Naruto had calmed down for a few moments. I have a question, Gigi, and I want an honest answer. He was glaring at the Hokage by now. Hiruzen wiped his own tears and answered, I will do my best. Naruto was looking at his feet. Did they love me? Hiruzen smiled at this nostalgically. Naruto, you were their world even before you were born. Naruto felt as if a weight had been taken off his shoulders. He had always wanted to know if his parents loved him. What child didn't? Did they leave something for me? The question caught Hiruzen off guard. However, he was able to recover quickly. Yes, they did, but I don't know where. Naruto leant back in his seat, eyes in the ceiling, thinking. If it was in this office, Gigi would know, which means it probably is in the house. Kurama, would you know by any chance? He decided to ask the fox. Damn, I was hoping to watch you scuttle around for answers. It is always entertaining, Kurama grumbled. Naruto mentally raised an eyebrow. So you do know? Yes, in fact, it is the place where anyone would least suspect it, answered the demon. Naruto waited for some more time, but it never came. He mentally huffed. Fine, I'll do it myself. And just for leaving me in the suspense, he changed his mind, skipped to orange again. Kurama's howls were somehow louder than before. In a place where everyone would least expect it. Where would that be? From what is written in the books, that was a very humble man, but the size of the house implies he liked to live in comfort. Since he was a seal master, a study where he did his work would also be there, but he would place seals all over it to be safe. Everyone would expect him to keep the important stuff in his study, locked tight, he thought. Like lightning, the answer came to him, causing his eyes to widen slightly. Seal can be broken if someone is skilled enough, but no one expects to find treasure buried right under their nose, which means what isn't in the study is right in front of me. The image of his parents' portrait came into his mind. He stood up from the chair with such force that it was knocked backwards. I know where it is! Hiruzen jumped up at the shout, eyes wide. No what, Naruto-kun? But, I said it again. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, now I see. Okay. No what? Naruto. Okay, now I see. Okay. But Naruto was already running towards the window. Hiruzen hurriedly deactivated the privacy seals just in time. Naruto opened the window and jumped onto the slope of the Hokage's tower. His speed easily carried him towards the edge of the slope. He executed a perfect cartwheel onto the edge. his hands holding on and legs going over in an arc onto the wall. He then released his hold, falling towards the ground. He rolled perfectly to soften his landing and then ran full throttle back to the house of his parents. Hiruzen had gone pale as soon as he saw Naruto cartwheeling over the edge and letting go. However, panic gave way to relief when he saw Naruto had landed perfectly and was now running away. The boy will send me to an early grave, he thought as he prepared to follow. He gave the order to stand by to his Anbu as he started running after Naruto. He had to admit, for his age, Naruto was unusually fast. He easily caught up to Naruto, who was easily ignoring the stares around him. Hiruzen asked the excited boy, "Naruto-kun, do you mind if I take us there quicker? I know where you're going." Naruto glanced at him and said, "Then pick me up and do it." Hiruzen nodded as he did just that and vanished in a body flicker. The villagers, though, thought the Hokage was chasing the demon boy to kill him, and when they saw him pick it up and vanish, they smiled. Everyone continued about their business, not suspecting a thing. Villagers of Konoha are idiots anyway. Okay, guys, I'm gonna end it there. I know this was short. I have to pre-record 2 parts for you guys because you guys go stupid with that like goal. I'll see you in the next part. Bye.
And today